Oh yeah, it's another day, right? Sometimes you try to warn people. I think I've been here on my channel, trying my best to point people in the right direction. But hey, I'm not your financial advisor. You can either follow it or not follow at all. Okay, but hey, what do we see? That's the funniest thing. I know, okay, I know it's hard to believe somebody if you are not doing your own research. But anyways, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we look at market performance for the past 24 hours. I told you, didn't I? Watch microeconomy, and everybody else and their grandmama was telling you something different, right? Anyway, let's look at market performance, and after that we'll check out prices in details, and right after that we will look at our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But guys, before that, excuse me for a second, we're gonna start the video first. Because hold on, let me gather my thoughts. Okay, we're gonna start this today's pep talk in a simple way. I've been telling you guys for months now, generational wealth, guys. Generational wealth is what you're looking for. I don't know about you. Everybody has a different mentality. Everybody has a different way of thinking on a different way of doing things. Me personally, like I usually do, I use myself, my mistakes in the past, what I'm doing, what has worked, what didn't work, everything. I always show you guys and tell you guys, because I believe that people learn by other people's mistakes. I do. Well, I don't know about you, but that's how I learn better, and that's how I perform better, by watching. Okay, this guy's made a mistake here. It's like you're driving on the road, there's a pothole right there. If you see that car in front of you, jerk in there, boom, and go. Guess what? You try to avoid it, right? So I believe that's how it works. So you will see people talking about it. And again, the reason why I started mentioning the months is because I had a video I uploaded. I don't know exactly which one was. And this guy, he said, you are very, like, you don't help out. You're just only telling us price target, but you don't help out. And I said, okay, I'm going to start showing you. I'm going to tell you the months, how to watch it. Okay, for me, entering a Bitcoin position right now is out of the question. Okay, because I enter my Bitcoin positions way even before the halving happened. I enter my position before everybody and their grandmama start talking about bear market was over. I had my Bitcoin long position already open. So yeah, everybody's different. So yeah, I started talking about it, telling you, okay, if you want to be a day trader, I'll tell you, okay, watch out for this month, because hey, I'm not a daily trader. But if you watch out, July, what happened to the Bitcoin price? When I told you, watch out for July, what happened? We saw that mega pump. It went up. If you're a day trader and you want to take advantage of that, you would have made money. For me, yeah, that's not me. August, what happened to August? You saw Bitcoin price bounce and up we went, right? Now we're in September. And I'm telling you again, watch out for September. Although for me, September has a tricky taste to it. I think that the top time to closing shop is very close. It's very close. All I can tell you is, like I'm watching the market. I am watching the markets right now because, again, I have 5 indicators that I use. Okay, 3 out of those 5 have already given the signal. Gold is running on fumes, guys. Go look at the gold signal, okay? Gold, like I said, they are going to try to rug pull you if you don't pay attention. Gold broke out Monday, which is today. Gold broke out, trying to break out of that symmetrical triangle, the resistance. But I don't think it has long to go. Once gold breaks out, guess what usually follow? Bitcoin. So yeah, watch out for September, because again, I'm telling you, Bitcoin is looking like this September, we might see Bitcoin at 150, 160,000. We might see it. And once we get there, man, start watching everything else, because you don't, well, it's coming. But anyways, it depends on you. If you're looking for generational wealth, it's not on Bitcoin. That time has passed, okay? I almost got late to that party too, because if I told you, if I had bought Bitcoin when I first learned about it, man, I would be a monkey's uncle right now. That's what I would be. So if you did not get into Bitcoin less than $10,000, my friend, I'll tell you that right now. Let it go. let it go. You are hearing that from yours truly, Chief Ekweme Obokri, 1 official language, LGA. that's whom you're hearing that from. Let it go, because you are not going to make any money in Bitcoin. Trust me, you're not. Unless you just want to, you are happy with $2-3, you're happy with that, yeah, you're free to start. But for me, that is looking for generational wealth. I'm not talking about money for just, feel good and roll over. No, I'm talking about generational wealth. Money I want to be for myself, for my children, and for generations to come. Money that people, when I'm long gone, people going to look at the generations and they're going to be like, yeah, that's his son, that's his great-great-grandson, and look at how it ended. Look at what he started 5 generations down the road. Look at them right now. That's me. Okay? Because again, every family, somebody has to start something. I'm going to sacrifice myself to try to get that wealth. Because again, I usually tell you guys, you need to know, if you did not come from a millionaire family, you have to make sure that a millionaire family comes out of you. It's that simple. Unless you are like greedy people who don't care about anybody else but themselves, and when they are gone, they don't care what happened. They don't. But me, nah, that's not my mentality. When I'm gone, who knows? Nobody has ever come from the other side to talk about what they saw over there, but I'm pretty sure they can still look back and see how their loved ones are doing. So when I'm gone, I want to be able to look back and feel like, okay, I'm crossing that bridge, knowing I left my loved one in a safe spot. Knowing that, hey, okay, somebody else is going to carry on my work that I started. If I ended up, let's say, $300 million, somebody's going to take that to $1 billion. Or if I ended up at $1 billion, somebody's going to take that to 5-10 billion. That's what it is, okay? So right now, the opportunity is right in front of us. Like again, most people don't see it because everybody is stuck in that repeat cycle. That's where everybody's stuck. Everybody knows, like, you know what? September usually be bad for stock market, bad for crypto and stuff like that. But nobody, guys, due to the problem, I won't call it a problem. I will call it due to the mentality. The mentality of getting stuck in that cycle, people like majority, not like almost 99.9% of everybody and their grandmama, they fail to get out of that picture and check the surrounding. This is the first time. Look, go on research and look it up if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me. This is the first time that we have a bull run getting kicked in the knee by recession, 1, by inflation, 2, and by macro global economy, 3. This is the first time. Okay? And everybody's not even paying attention to it. I told you the other day, go look at the US dollar on the global stage. Go look at it. First, it used to work. It just 2008, they just print and they solve the problem, like kick the can down the road. but it's no longer going to work that way. They have to find different ways. And I told you guys yesterday, everybody who thinks like our good magician, Trumpicious magicians just want to stir up the chicken coop by bringing trading wars. They don't understand economy. They don't. Trumpicious magicians and his cronies, they have all known the truth. Listen, United States of America is a consumer country. Everybody knows this. How are you going to make your money to be strong if you're not producing? You're just consuming. How? You see? That's what I'm telling you. Everybody already know. Like big economies, like let's say China, India, and the rest of them, Japan, they produce stuff, some computer chips, some electronics, some whatever they're doing, they're producing, feeding the world. That is what is making the economy strong. And for you to compete, you need to, because right now everybody is sitting on the dollar standard. They call it petrodollars, right? And now everybody and their grandmama, there's like, okay, you want to be the chief of the town, but what do you offer? You know, we come into a party, I bring drinks, the other one brings the cake, the other one brings everything, but you are not bringing anything to the table, but you want to rule. You want to be the talk of the party. How does that work? It's the same situation. Now you have Russia, China, all of them looking at the US dollar like, okay, you can print as much dollars you want to, but you're not bringing anything to the table. You see, like, okay, I told you, watch. The reason why Trump came out talking about, oh, we're going to check Fort Knox on the gold reserve. Because that is, again, if everybody says, okay, let's go back to the gold standard, because the dollar is losing value, the US wants to make sure they have enough gold. They checked it, yeah, that is nice. After they verified that the US had more gold than the entire world, all those countries, did you ever hear Trumpicious coming out talking about gold again? Nope. Like, okay, y'all go ahead and make the gold standard. And every country, I'm pretty sure when they did their research and found out that US still has more gold than all of them, they hushed about it. I've never heard before, like a year ago. Go look at Chinese news. Go look at any news you want to. Everybody was like, yeah, the dollar's falling. We are going back to the gold standard and all that nonsense. As soon as Trump gained office and they found out that US has more gold that they even publish about, everybody derailed from that. Nobody wants to talk about gold no more. Because yet, even if you go back, you fall back to it, US is still going to rule. so right now they are back into, you know what, fuck the dollars, let's make it, you know, according to what you produce. And again, our good magician caught onto that wind. Therefore, yeah, trade wars. That's what happens. I'm consuming all your shit, and guess what, you are going to have to consume some of my shit, or even all of it. So that to bring to give the US dollar the value that it deserves. Now, if you look at it, again, everybody and their grandmama is just not paying attention to that. On the global stage, US is losing steam. Okay? Right now we are hanging by the thread. How do we bring value to the dollar? That is the question. Okay, so you see everybody thinking about, okay, last time they cut interest rate and the money went brrr, everybody printing. Okay, and again, I on this channel I told you guys, all you have to do is follow the breadcrumbs. Follow them. Because when the world tried, not even long ago, they tried to dethrone the dollar by selling the US bonds. Okay, they thought like, you know what, if we can crash the dollar, everything is fucked, right? That's why they tried to. Because I do remember some people were talking about a Hong Kong stock exchange was looking at transitioning from using the US dollars in their stocks to be using their own currency, right? And Trump's like, yeah, I saw that. Like Azam, ping, bang, there you go. handle that shit. We saw the Chinese economy go from a little bit to wham, down, just to try to keep the dollar afloat. So right now, again, look at the entire world. Everybody's hurting really, really bad. Move index is doing its thing. Global money, the reason why the M2 is pumping, because there's all those people printing that money, is already made the money go up. Now you come back to the US, okay? When you come back to the US and you start to look at it, okay? They bought back their own treasury bonds. How? The money didn't come from taxpayers. The money didn't come from, any other places, but they still bought those treasury bonds. Imagine that China is busy dumping your bonds left and right. Japan, India, all of them busy dumping it because of the trade war trying to bring your dollar down. Look at the charts. The US dollar was going like this, like really going. Before you know it, bam, back up. Because they bought it. Where did the money come from? People don't ask themselves that. Where did the money come from? If you did your research, you will know that they already printed. They printed money and they bought it. Bought it back, okay? The same situation Japan did. They printed money. Now the US is sitting on all these treasury bonds, and before you knew it, they came out and said, Trump is like, okay, how do we do this? How do we try to flip this thing around? We can't print anymore, but we need to add value to it. Hey, wait a minute, stablecoin. Oh, okay. Stablecoin, we can't print more and buy stablecoin. Hey, you banks, your deal. Everybody know the US has more power, right? Your deal. You want to use stable coins? You are going to have to buy these treasury bonds 1-to-1. See? Checkmate. Checkmate. Now the US don't have to print more money. Banks are buying the surplus. The more you buy something, you're going to see how the value skyrockets, right? And that, my friends, is checkmate. And then if you look at it, going back to where we are talking about, the value of Dixie, when the value of Dixie goes up, the US dollar, what happens to the Bitcoin? Starts to drop. By November, my friends, everybody else telling you that, hey, November we are going to be moon, blah, blah, blah. By November, every bank in the world and their grandmamas, they are going to have to be ISO 222 compliant, which means stable coins are going to be ramped up on steroids. So, if you already know that stable coins are going to be ramped up, and if you already know that the value of the US dollar is going to go up, and you already know that when that happens, Bitcoin always gets like a really pain. Why are you still thinking that market is going to be running? Bitcoin is going to be running up. Why do you still think that? That is that. I mean, like, you need to do your research. Seriously, you need to go over there and pay attention to what is going on around you. Macroeconomy. I told you, people are stuck into it. Once you come out tomorrow, interest rate is going to get cut. And trust me, Uncle Sam, Uncle Precious, everybody knows. Once they come out there and tell you, you know what, in 2 weeks we are cutting interest rate, everybody and their grandmama is going to try to front run that market. And that is going to push every price up. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Kaspa, whatever you name it, stock market, S&P 500, they're going to push it higher. And then as you can see, they're going to do this. Mic drop. That's what is going to happen. The numbers have already started to come out, right? This week is a big week. Watch the Fed. Trust me, watch. you want to watch the Fed. But those of you who want to get in there for generational wealth, this is the time. It's the time you need to get into Kaspa. You need to get into quants. The reason I'm always hammering Kaspa, because that thing is going to come out like a beast. Listen, I've never seen any crypto coin that already had an ecosystem built for it before smart contracts. I've never seen it. If you know one, name it down there. Let me in the comments. Let me see. There is none. But Kaspa already have ecosystems, not even one, ecosystems. And then every developer on the dying one, Ethereum, Solana, the Crashilandia, the Hackylandia, Sui, all the major layer ones out there, they are busy watching Kaspa very, very closely. Because again, like I told you, no developer will want somebody else building the same exact thing on Kaspa, knowing that it's going to work better than any other chain. No developer will want that. They are going to migrate. I was the first one to say it before Octospace and everybody else came out openly saying they are going to migrate. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. The tip of it. So liquidity is going to migrate from any other chain into Kaspa. And you will see. It is a kind of generational, like a revolution that is going on in the back stages. You are super duper early, guys, because the mainstream media has not caught on yet. you hear people talking about marketing in Kaspa. Nobody does marketing. I that talk about Kaspa here on a daily basis, I don't get paid for it. I just want to push it to people that have that mentality, trying to go from zero to a millionaire status. Okay, those of you who don't want to do that, yeah, a lot of people gonna wake up and be like, holy crap, what happened? Okay, a lot of people are gonna do that. Let me play this video right quick for you. Give me a second, give me a quick second.
Brothers and sisters, we stand here at the turning point of history, a time when the dream of true decentralization, the dream of peer-to-peer freedom, has been hijacked, diluted, and smothered by the very system it was meant to replace.
What I want my generation to understand, and a lot of the media that's really hard on us, they say, Bitcoin's just for hedge fund bros. It's just for the youth to go get bottle service, and it's the Miami yachts. It's not.
We believe Bitcoin was the answer, a currency of the people beyond the reach of banks, governments, and middlemen. We believed it would be fast, open, and unstoppable. But look around you today. Bitcoin has become slow, expensive, and centralized in the hands of mining cartels and speculative giants. It is no longer the tool of liberation. It has become a trophy for the rich, a museum piece for the nostalgic, a brand name to be traded, not a currency to be used. Bitcoin failed its purpose, not because the idea was wrong, but because the execution was chained by its own design. The masses cannot use it, so the world moves on without it. But out of the ashes of that broken promise, a new flame has risen. Kaspa, not an imitation, not a marketing stunt, but a living, breathing next generation. Digital currency is everything Bitcoin was supposed to be and more. Kaspa is lightning fast, truly decentralized, scalable, without compromise, open to anyone, anywhere, without permission. This is not just technology. This is freedom at the speed of light. But make no mistake, revolutions are not won by waiting. They are won by action. We will not beg the giants to adopt Kaspa. We will not plead with the gatekeepers of finance. We will build the future from the ground up. It begins with you. Tip with Kaspa. Donate with Kaspa. Accept Kaspa in your small business. Each transaction is a spark, and sparks become a blaze. When the corner store starts using it, the supermarket will follow. When local merchants embrace it, the banks will feel the shift. When communities thrive on it, corporations will have no choice but to follow. Apple, Uber, Google, Amazon, the world's largest powers, they will bow. Not because we asked them to, but because we have already made Kaspa the currency of the people. History will not remember us for what we said about change. It will remember us for what we did to create it. Bitcoin lit the spark. Kaspa is the wildfire. The old dream failed. The new dream begins now, and together we will take back the future.
Yep. It started like something small, but I keep telling you, it's like when Bitcoin came out, nobody believed in it, right? People called it a scam. People did everything they did. I keep saying it today that Bitcoin was just the testnet of Kaspa, of what's to come. If you put them side by side, you will see it. Everything that Bitcoin has, Kaspa has. But everything that Kaspa has, Bitcoin does not have. So yeah, Bitcoin is still a hedge. Opposite of what we wanted, which is like, yeah, we want it to be decentralized, we want it to be able to do blah, blah, blah. But the difference is that right now, Bitcoin is getting controlled by the government, being controlled by entities. Michael Saylor trying to scam people out of it, and a bunch of them, Freddy Krueger, all of them is there. But for you and I, the average person, we don't care about that. The average person cares about where they are going to make more money, where they are going to multiply their money, right? That's what they care about. Therefore, you are not going to give a crap about whether Bitcoin goes up to this or to $1 million or $2 million. The question is, if Bitcoin goes to $2 million, how much am I going to get out of it? That is the question. And right now, my friend, you are too late to that party. I'm telling you, if you did not buy Bitcoin below $10,000, you are late to that party. But when it comes to Kaspa, Quant, you are very early to that party, because one, financial sector, people, how many of you look at how banks function other than go over there and put your money and get it out? You don't care on what chain or on what system they run into, the Swift or whatever. You don't care about that, right? That's why people make money, because a lot of people that go in there and start to look at, okay, how does this work? What makes it function this way? That's how they make their money, right? Therefore, if you start looking at quants and you start looking at Swift system, Enbridge, all that stuff, you start knowing, okay, I think there is a rabbit in that hat. They are going to pull it out at any time. Same thing goes to Kaspa. You look at Bitcoin, look at the hype that Bitcoin has. Imagine when everybody and their grandmamas start to realize, like, oh shit, look at that thing right there called Kaspa. It's the same as Bitcoin, but on steroids. What do you think will happen? What do you think? Therefore, it's fine. Like what you are supposed to trying to do right now is setting yourself up, getting to those positions. Hey, I'm not your financial advisor. You are free to do whatever you want to do. Personally, I am accumulating Kaspa. As crazy as it might sound, even if price goes back down, I don't care. I'm accumulating Kaspa. I'm not going to sit over here like a bunch of you guys, like a bunch of people are confused where to go. They don't even know whether to go left or to go right. Like this morning, right? You swear. Oh man, Uncle T is something else. Yeah, listen. This morning, Uncle T goes like, "Yo, Neff." I'm like, "What's the problem? You sound like you're worried." You're like, "Yeah, I'm kind of here. I'm trying to practice my rich man attitude." I'm like, "Rich man attitude? What the hell, bro? What are you talking about, rich man attitude?" He goes, "Hey, do you know what rich men wear when they go out, when they're, trying to show?" I'm like, "I don't know what rich men wear. I'm not rich yet. I'm going to find out when I get there." I'm going to find out what rich men wear when I'm rich. Right now, I'm trying to get there. And he goes, "Nah, you're doing it wrong, bro. Neff, you're doing it wrong." I said, "Okay, you show me how to do it then if I'm doing it wrong." And he goes, "You have to have that swag right now. Let it sip in slowly. You start making it as a habit." I'm like, "Uncle T, I'm kind of lost right now." He like, "Nah, man, I will show you. I went and bought me a normal suit and a tuxedo." I'm like, "Tuxedo? Bro, what the I'm like, "Bro, what the hell? What do you need a tuxedo for?" He like, "Dude, listen, stop judging me. Tell me which one will look better on me." I'm like, "So you are confused either to start practicing wearing a tuxedo all the time or a normal suit? What's the problem?" I'm like, "Dude, you are even those are the kind of problems you're having? When people out there that are having problems with trying to choose whether to buy Kaspa or buy a meme coin," at least that one is clear to me. So he like, "Man, like, stop trying to judge me. You guys don't understand it, man. Look." He said, I lost some weight. Now it's time for me to see. Look, Uncle T. He's confused whether this or is that. He's like, how do that man is crazy, guys. That man is crazy. Oh my God. I said, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what rich people wear. I think for me, I would still wear the same thing if I ever become that rich. You know, I would still be the same me. I'm not gonna change down to anything. I will still be wearing the same simple clothes and stuff like that. But yeah, as you guys can see, Uncle T's problem was trying to know what he's gonna be wearing when he becomes rich. While a lot of you are out there trying to decide whether you want to buy Kaspa or you want to buy a meme coin that has no value, and Kaspa that has the potential of replacing Ethereum. I don't know. You guys are something else. And again, something else that came onto my attention, people were talking about the new Trump coin. People never learn. People don't learn. I don't know. I don't understand. People don't learn. World Liberty-Fi came out with a coin. I think it's going to be a stable coin or something. I went and looked at it and I posted it. I told you guys about it, people that follow me. I told, like, stay away from that thing. It ran from 0 to, I think, 30 or 40 billion dollars last time I looked at it. But only 3% of the supply is out. Only 3%, which means, man, they're grilling that hot potato. I think that coin is just to try to suck liquidity out of a lot of you guys. Okay, so stay away from it. You know what? Let me show you right quick. Let's go here. World Liberty Final here. See, I did not even I did not even finish my sentence. Look at that. It was around 40 cents when I checked it. Look at that. It's back to 24 cents. They have already started. Like I was telling guys, stay away from this thing. Look at that. Oh my God. It was circulating supply was around 23 billion. They have already started diluting the market. So 28 billion. So the money I try to tell you, right? I try to tell you. If you look at market cap, look. See? You see the market cap? Man, these guys are going to rug pull your ass if you don't pay attention. I try to tell you, right? Anyways, yeah. Those are the kind of things, like I always tell you, stay away from those things. If you want to make money from this, I guarantee you when the bear market comes, this thing is going to drop to the lowest as lowest. So that's the kind of things I will be looking at when the bear market comes for me to try to short the living Jesus out of it. That's what it is. Okay? But so yeah, watch out for macroeconomy. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. Go back to what we are talking about. Generational wealth, right? Kaspa, Quant. You gotta watch that camp closely. Smart contracts, people have been talking about it. And hey, don't quote me on it, but I have a personal feeling that it's gonna be between the 10th and the 13th. Okay, let's watch and see what happens. But yeah, that money is about to start flowing. If you don't want to, yeah, go and look at the meme coin. But I'm telling you, we have entered September. Watch this month. Please watch September. Because September, yeah, I don't know. Let's watch it clearly. Watch it closely. Okay? Get your fingers ready in case it's time to close shop and you don't get caught. You don't get caught sleeping. Okay? Watch. Anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the markets. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. Let's look at crypto bubbles. What is crypto bubbles right quick? This guy right here. Money's gonna trickle down, right? Yep. See? What is CRO? What did I tell you about CRO? You remember? When they were busy pumping, and I told you, be careful with that. They're gonna rug pull you out or do whatever. Okay. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Start with King, the King Kaspa, KAS. Let's see what we got going on in that camp. For the past hour, 0.3% down, 2.4% down on the day, 4.4% down on the week, 3.1% up in the month, and 49.1% down on the year. Kaspa is starting September really good. We are up 3.1%. Anyway, now sitting at a market cap of $2.19 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $39.91 million. Okay, now we look at coin, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. We have here 0.3% down the last hour, 3% down on the day, 1.8% down on the week, 5.6% down on the month, and 61.8% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.47 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $16.43 million. Now we look at Cubic, high risk, high reward. What do we have there? 1% down the last hour, 6.5% down on the day, 7.5% down on the week, 9% down on the month, and 38% up on the year, sitting at a market cap of $284.73 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $5.13 million. I'm telling you guys, I'm tempted to open a position on this coin. But well, let's watch what happens from here. Now we're looking at a Japanese Bitcoin, Jasmine. Let's see. Although you guys already know Bitcoin is doing its thing, Jasmine is gonna do the same, but 3 times the magnitude, right? Anyways, 0.1% down the last hour, 3.7% down on the day, 6.2% down on the week, sitting flat on the month, and 26% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $681.47 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $18.96 million. Okay, now we go look at the big orange guy, the turtle. What's the turtle doing? See, this is why the entire chicken coop is upside down. So look at that, 0.2% down the last hour, 0.2% down on the day, 3.2% down on the week, 3.3% down on the month, and 84.3% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.16 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $38.17 billion. Okay, again, the whole chicken coop is down. Nobody's trying to pay attention. Like I told you, watch macroeconomy. That is the thing that is crashing Bitcoin. Okay, we are about to get into that last leg. Well, let's watch and see. Let's watch and see. Although people don't want to admit it, the funny thing here is that Kaspa is 1,000 times smaller than is it 1,000 or probably 10,000 times smaller than Bitcoin's market cap, and yet the Bitcoin community is so afraid of Kaspa. It's not even funny. They know something. They can feel the heat. They know it's coming, but they don't know in which direction it's gonna hit them. So I am having so much fun with Bitcoin maxis right now. It's not even funny. Anyways, yeah, let's go look up prices and details. Let's try our good friend TradingView. What do we have here? Okay, you see Dixie. Yeah, where is Dixie? Going down, Bitcoin going up. Okay, maybe the move has started. Like I told you guys, September. Watch for September. Okay, now we look at the charts. We see here Kaspa on the 1 hourly. Okay, Bitcoin doing its thing. Kaspa is gonna follow, because unfortunately everybody and their grandmama don't know how to keep cool and they all panic. For those of you trading on the daily, yeah, there's a potential W2. I mean, like, how do you say it? A potential W forming right now, okay, on the 1 hourly chart. Okay, you want to look at it and you want to go this way. Let me zoom it. Let me zoom. And where is my arrow? Right quick. This is another, again, wink moment, right? See the W2, the first leg down. Tried. Like I said, price always get attracted to the moving average. I told you guys yesterday, right? You saw it. It tried it, got rejected, and right now, let's see if we are gonna get a higher low, or maybe come back down to the same 8.2 and then go up. If it breaks above, I usually like to look at the wicks. If it break above 8.6, use that as support. Then yes, you guys start getting ready for a big pump move towards 9.6. Okay, that's what you got to start looking at. If you look at it on the 4 hourly, again, for those of you trading on the daily, the same thing is going on here. Let me try to zoom it out. Okay, the same thing. It is a big W getting formed. See, first leg down, went up, second leg down. So we still have higher lows because this one is higher than that. Still a higher low. So it's a big potential that is going to form a W. And on the 4-hourly, we do have 9.1. We want to see it go above 9.1, use that as support, and then start to go. And if it does that, we will have us around close to 11 cents as the potential target. Okay, again, look at the ribbon. Ribbon still falling. Yeah, it's a possibility that, yeah, price might go back down to the same 8.2 or 8 cents thereabout, and then reverse from there. But watch out for that. Make sure you scale up your positions. Again, those of you trading on the daily, okay, because like I told you, price always gets attracted to the moving average. You've seen it. When it went down, I told you about it, and you see, you get attracted. When it goes down, it's going to try again and see the momentum on this one. Now that smart contracts are closer than we think, they haven't made an announcement yet, but there is a festival about Kaspa going on the, I think between the 10th and the 13th or something like that. That's why I think they're probably going to use that festival to drop the bombshell. So yeah, pay attention to it, because if they do, you're going to start to see this price start to chug up along slowly and steadily. So I don't like it because I still want to buy some more before it runs. But man, it would be so nice to see Kaspa break all-time high. But anyways, let's watch and see. Okay, if you look at it on the daily, we are going to see almost the same thing. Okay, Kaspa is still in this symmetrical triangle that I showed you guys with the resistance up, and then you have this. It's almost completed. It's almost at the apex of the triangle, and when it happens, you're about to see the compression break above violently, and we're going to see Kaspa start to run. To me, the price targets are still the same. Nothing has changed. Okay, the price action you're looking at right now is because people are being afraid. Nobody's looking at the macroeconomy. People are just like buying and selling blindly. I think 12 cents is the ultimate resistance. We break that, we'll be looking at 15 cents. After that, we'll be looking at 18 and 19 cents. And then after that, all-time high, which will be followed by price discovery. So it's up to you whether you want to trade it or you want to sit on the sideline. One thing I know for sure is, like, I'm gonna laugh at a lot of people. That's one thing I know for sure that will happen. Okay, now if you go look at QNT, the banker's coin, okay, which again is being affected a lot by the FUD going on with the Bitcoin right now. These people, you guys don't understand. They are trying to shake you out because they know. I'm telling you, Bitcoin is hitting $150,000, $160,000 very soon, and many people don't see it. Market is different. But anyways, if you look at Quant, just like I told you guys yesterday on the hourly, I was telling you guys ribbon was going up, and then we are going to get attracted to the moving average, right? The same situation you're looking at is forming a giant W. Again, you guys can see it. Now, it went down to around that $100, I think it was. It bounced from there, and now it's coming back again, retest that. On the 1 hourly, we have the little one. It's a little W, you see it. There's no two ways about it. See, it came down, up, came down again. Let's see if it is going to go up. If it goes and forms support above 104, it will be looking at that 114 or close to $110 quant price. Okay, but again, if you look at it on the, like, you try to zoom out and see, you will see it's a much more bigger W formed right there. That's what you are going to see. Okay, it's the same thing. It looks like it's a triangle getting formed, but for me, I don't really care about that, because when you start to look at all this TA, you cannot do any TA on any coin right now, because everybody's getting like kicked out of their positions because of what Bitcoin is doing. That's what's happening. So yeah, you better watch out, because Bitcoin, my friends, is about to take off, and when it does, all this that Quant, Kaspa, Jasmine, they're doing will be irrelevant, will be useless. So for me, I'm just sitting tight, because I told you, it's okay to sit there and try to watch these prices, but nothing has changed. For Quant, we need to hit that 125, break it, form a daily candle above it. Once Quant goes above that, you will see 151. After 151, you do have the 164. 164, we do have 176. A daily candle close above that, you'll be looking at 230, because there's not much resistance between 176 and 230. The same thing after that, you'll be looking at all-time high because there is no much resistance between 230 and all-time high. Then quant will be into price discovery. So yeah, sit tight and watch. I'm telling you, sit tight and watch, because a lot of people about to make a lot of money while everybody's busy trying to run away from it. Okay, now I'm gonna skip Jasmine again because there's nothing to be look over there. If you look at Bitcoin, we are still seeing exactly like I told you guys yesterday. Ribbon is squeezing and it's beginning to and it has begun to like curve, right? You look at it again, price always gets attracted to moving average. See, sideways, they try to dump the body right back up sideways. Price always gets attracted to that. This week is huge. The numbers came out, was it Friday or whatever the numbers came out, and today is a public holiday. So today I don't think you're going to see much of price action. Okay, it's a public holiday that most of the stock market is not open and blah blah blah. You know, things are going to go either choppy sideways, a little bit price action and stuff like that. But for me, like I told you guys, those of you on the day that want to trade on the daily, again, look at what you're looking at. Ribbon, it has started to curve. This usually be the beginning of it, right? Ribbon has started to curve, and like I told you, price always get attracted to moving average. It tried to, but it couldn't. Dropped again. Now again it's gonna try again. Everybody and their grandmama not paying attention to it. That is exactly what most of these market makers want you to do. Okay, they want you to be out of your position and then not know what to do. I told you, we went past my green line. We are supposed to pump, and I'm still waiting for that pump to start. Other than macroeconomy doing its thing and everybody else getting afraid of what's going on right there. But I still stand by it. I still think by the time we hit this red line, Bitcoin is going to be either close to that 150 or above it. That's what I still think. So it's up to you if you want to follow this or if you don't want to follow it. So anyways, yay, I'm not your financial advisor anyways, right? Now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. Okay, like I told you, I do not advise you to get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. But hey, everybody got to start somewhere, right? If you want to learn how to leverage trade, you have to practice. I cannot teach you. I don't know anybody who can teach you how to leverage trade. All you have to do is practice. Fail, you find your failures, you find your good parts, and then you combine everything together. That's how I learned. Okay, anyways, down below I do have the links. Bydfi, which I highly recommend, is good for beginners. They are not going to give you big money, but it's good to practice with. Phemex, Margex, and Wix. Wix exchange, they are giving a lot of money. I think it's up to $30,000, but it doesn't come for free. You need to meet their deposit bonus, their deposit requirements. Okay, once you get the money, take a little sum out. Start with lower leverage. Let's say 2x or 3x, something like that, with the $20, and practice when to enter, when to exit, when to scale it up, when to scale it down, and all those kind of stuff. You need to practice. You are going to make mistakes, trust me. You will, but those mistakes, you should learn from them. If you don't, yeah, Rec City always has room for one more. Always, okay? Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions, okay? Don't say I didn't warn you. But now we're going to start first with my Bydfi. You guys know there I am trading King Kaspa, and I'm also trading Quant. My overall today is sitting at $11,300. If you go look at my contracts, you will see that here we do have my Quant. I am still down 5%, which is $536. And if you look at my Kaspa, I am still down 57%. Oh, it dropped a little more. 57%, which is $5,100. Okay, that's what it is. You can pause it and you can look at my numbers if that's what you're interested in doing. Okay, now let's go to my Phemex. On Phemex, you guys know there I am trading King Kaspa, and I am also trading the Japanese Bitcoin, Jasmine. Okay, now my overall here today is sitting at $7,500. Now if you look at the contracts, you will see that here Jasmine, due to Bitcoin doing what it is doing, I am down 75%, which is $8,300 approximately. And for my Kaspa, I am down 9%, which is $419. Again, the same thing. If you want to, you can pause it and you can look at my numbers if that's what you're interested in doing. Now, last but not the least, we do have Wix. week's exchange, which is now my overall is sitting at $4,300 approximately. And if you look at oh, by the way, I'm trading Quant and I'm trading Kaspa on here. Okay, now if you look at my contracts, you'll see that on my Quant I am still up $913 or 12 approximately, and then on my Kaspa I am still up $49 approximately. The same thing. If you wish to do, you can pause it and then look at my numbers. Still the same thing, right? Anyways, now that's what it is. That's the way I trade. Okay, a lot of people still ask me, why is it that when the market moves a little bit I go like in positive so high, and then when the market drops a little bit my positions go down very loud, very hard. Again, I'm an aggressive trader. If you pause it, come on. If you pause it, you will know that, you will see that I trade at 50x, very high leverage. So please don't do it. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. That's me. That's the way I trade. I don't use that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? And also don't forget to comment, like, comment, or whatever. Guys, I am interested in knowing what you think about everything that we talked about today. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitudes like you and yours truly, we can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know, guys. You never know what you're going to learn from a stranger. That's the truth about it, okay? Anyways, guys, until I see you in my next one, please, guys, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.